Alrighty, the map of Anubis here on CS2. We do see some initial pressure coming out from the Sprouts over here towards mid. Oscar will be able to start things off. Takes off the first half. Head now looking to follow it up. zywoo plays aggressive to find himself a nice little double, leaving it all down into the final two hands of Spooky as well as Rawls. And as they're stuck here on a 2v5, there's not too much to do. Spooky trying to find himself a little bit of salvaging to be done, but unfortunately for him, and there we go. zywoo able to finish it off. Gets himself a nice little three-piece into the round. This is a fairly important one for Sinners if they want to keep this alive. Keep this going into their favor with the momentum. zywoo is able to start off. Beastique follows it up. Man advantage clearly found as zywoo is able to get himself a double. Looks for a triple. Over aggressive though. Gets caught out there by Spooky. It all down into 4v2. Does Oscar eliminate Spooky, leaving it down to Wonderful. Well, oh well. Sinners, nicely done. Look to try and keep the momentum going, but Wonderful keeping himself into this. Limited and Wonderful has to try and go for it. Things are a little bit more laggy than I like it. We see him tagged all the way down to 20 HP. Let's down the smoke to try and force his way forward. Shock waits around the corner. The shot rings out and Shock is able to close it out. So of course, we do see a little bit of utility being tossed out. That HG. Ooh. Not as strong as I thought it might have been, but Spooky starts to make his way forward. Able to find the first. Eliminates Shock, of course. Gets himself an able to use. Puts it down into a 4v5. These players advancing their way over towards the safe site. Looks to get planked down as we look at Sinners trying to play for the now. More shots ring through. Tech 9 not able to do the work. zywoo finds himself two, leaving it into that 3v4. Now, we're looking at the final remainder of Sprouts. 3v4 here in the close play. I've seen Shot ring going through. Beastique able to find out one. He's good for two. Quartz good for a frag as well. But, of course, it's Wonderful. Only was able to find out one there. Sinners are able to overcome the side of Sprout. So we see some initial shots being fired out. Ooh, zywoo. Start things off, fighting out Mike there. Siphon there on the trade before Beastique is there to refrag it back. Rawls makes his way into the smoke, but unfortunately for him, Quartz has his number. Oh, Quartz being grounded upon again, but it's able to react in time, eliminating Spooky and leaving it all down to the final man. Sinners, clinically played. Look for the fights. Initial shots fly through, nothing's found out. Beastique tries to go for one, peeking gingerly. We'll see the final shots come on through. zywoo coming up with the play coming out. Wonderful. Ooh. That's gonna allow Swain to come through. Of course, zywoo not gonna be able to find out a frag. Wonderful. Takes his life away, lifting down into a 5v4. But oh, Quartz looking to drop an HE. Is dropped on out there by Zyphon, who is boosted up. And just like that, we see Sinners all the way back in a difficult position. See a 3v5 looking to come through. Oscar peeking through, finds out one. Is aware of a second player, looks for an engagement over there towards Bridge. Backs off instead. As we see him running around over there, CT spawn, playing towards that A side. This is definitely the right call. Two players to hold it off. Looking at Beastique and Shock to try and make the work happen. One coming through Connector. The other two through A main. Of course, there's a player to be wary of. He's in his back line. They aren't watching for it. Oh, Shock. You need to turn. And Townsend is going to be able to find out 1 and 2. Of course, that leaves it all down to Beastique, who's eliminated outs as well. And Sprouts put themselves within. What an AK in the server. The opposite end of the map picked up there, but it's zywoo. It was followed up there with a minimal one being on the rolls. Kill and Townsend. Shock falls there at the end, leaving it all down to Quartz. He's alone in the 1v3 there with the AK. Most likely to try and save over into the next. He did go for it, but not gonna be able to work out. He did find Spooky in the midst of that. Wonderful. Here to refrag, seems really much just yet. They seem to advance their way forward over here to this mid position. One player to hold them off, one player towards the canals. We see zywoo go ahead, look for fights. Unfortunately for him, he will be eliminated. Rawls very quickly able to take off his head. Put down into a 4v4. Now, these players went ahead over here towards A, playing over here through that mid position. The smoke getting naded out and is able to capitalize. 5-2 goes for 3, but no more than that. Townsend there for the trade. Leaves it all down as we look at some legs. Oh, God. Oh, God. It leaves it down until a 1v3. Now it's all down to twistzz. And there we go. Beastie keep it closing. Ties things up, keeping it 6-6. Stars, of course, have a little bit of momentum coming out to that first half, but zywoo takes off the head of Shock early on. Ooh, quirks! What a peek! Able to find out one for himself, but as Spooky and Ko make the way from Canal, zywoo tries to respond. BC able to find one as well. That is the B side open for the taking. Players do start to rotate over. And it rolls to play first. Now as we do see Beastie, oh, take him on down. Wonderful. Last man standing, taking an altercation over here towards mid. Of course, he does retreat back towards this B site. Looks to try and fake and maybe pull him forward. Doesn't work out. As he tries to take an engagement, zywoo. It's there to gun him down. That was Quartz. Forced an engagement over here towards the plateau. He's able to catch out Spooky, who advances forward with the flamez. zywoo does try and respond back. HE thrown out. It's a bit of a miss. Gets a bit of damage, though, and we see him finished out. As we look at a wall, Beastie rotates its way over towards B. One player to play for fight over there. That is ropz. Well, as we do see ropz find out a bit of a kill. Puts them into a prime retake here for the side of Sprouts, but as they make their way forward, let's see what they can do. It's planted there for the entrance. This player coming up through the back line. ropz tries to stand away. He gets off some damage. Oh, Beastie! Right there, as we do see All-Star come up from the back line, fighting 1 and 2 to shut things down. Well, as they do preface their way over there towards that B site, there's no one to take fight direct. There's a couple in close rotation that could be able to make their way there. We're getting a lot of information. All-Star spots one over there towards bridge. Finds out Spooky as he was being spammed down. Oh, wonderful. Shot there on the Shock, but of course, the trade is good, living it down to twistzz and niko. Last two men standing here on a 2-4. Shots ring through. zywoo eliminates one. All down the ropz. Ropz the man with the plan, looking at his legs. See him just hanging out over there towards bridge, possibly looking for exits. Well, unfortunately for him, Oscar is there to catch him out and do so. Him and Spooky. Let's make a bit of a hole. Utility is tossed out. The execute comes through. Trying to force these players back. Spooky gets Molotov down all the way to 60. His teammate falls. He goes for one, but zywoo very quickly able to take his life away. Leaves it down into the final 3 hands here for Sprouts. And unfortunately for them, I don't know if a retake is even available. You have Wonderful on the up. His teammates and Kind looking to be right on his heels. But I don't think they go for it. Save call could be made here. Your economy rather drastic state. And Sprout do not have themselves a buy into the next if they drop this. As ropz is able to find one there out on the hunt. We're going to be seeing Sinners confirm themselves with 12. At that point, looking to be about on the board. And Sprouts, dear oh dear. This is not what you wanted to see coming into one of your first officials of CS2. Dropping the initial map. And Sinners going ahead and putting a 12th on the board, now just needing one. Now we make our way back into it. But this is Sinners at map point. And that is Oscar opening things up. Putting a first onto the board, looking to get things rolling. He finds the man advantage for Sinners with the up. Of course, Beastie able to follow it up, eliminates ropz. Leaves it all down to twistzz and Ko. twistzz gives away his possession. Shock, able to punish. Leaves it down to the final 2. And just like that, Spooky and zywoo all alone, trying to survive. do see Spooky go win out his, nearly first fight, but unfortunately he loses his head in kind, leaving it all down to Zyphon. Zyphon, last man standing, has to ace to clutch this up. As he starts things off, finding out the first. Zeko misses his initial shots, but is able to find the closer. And that'll be all she wrote. Sinners able to take map number 1 here in this best of 3. Looking real hot for themselves as we do move forward. Of course.